Alright, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Hawkwarz Toyz Presents. Here we're gonna look at the episode 9 version of Rey and D-O. This comes as a set. You've got a beautiful picture of the figure on the front, and on the sleeve you've got Rey as well on the front and the sides. Beautiful picture of her on the back, holding her staff with D-O at her side. And we'll go look more into the head sculpt when we open the box. And a beautiful shot of her in the robe cloak. Beautiful shot of her in the helmet. That's the actual figure itself. They did a really good job on that. But then here you've got yellow lightsaber blade, her new Skywalker lightsaber made from her staff, backpack, and the cloth that she wraps Luke and Leia's saber in. We'll take a look at that shortly. You get a bunch of hands. You get Leia's lightsaber, 2. You get Luke's lightsaber, her reforged one. You got a strap for her staff. You got D-O, you got a blaster. There's just a lot of cool stuff in here. Her hand, skin tone is well painted. This might be the blaster hand. This is your reforged saber. That was Luke's and Anakin's. And then we got 2 of them. Maybe from different episode 8 and 9. You do get this coming out. So don't think there's a light up on this. Have her staff. Kind of cool. Leia's saber. It's kind of neat to have. This must be D-O's extensions, I'm not sure. You also get her training helmet. You get her training droid. Here's D-O, which is kind of cool. Cute little guy. Look at all the weathering detail on him. It's very nice, very nice. You have her blaster. Now, as far as the figure goes, I have to say, between all the different ones that they've made so far of her, from all 3 episodes, I would have to say it's still not quite there, but out of all of them, this is probably the best one. And you've got the weathering on her armbands and different parts of weathering, yellowish on the robe. Which is meant to be there, by the way. Her van bracer. And then this is nice, I like. There's a thin wire on here, I think. And you can kind of, yeah, it's very thin. She's gonna pose her wearing her hood. We'll have to mess with that before we take pictures. Articulation's alright. This is not a seamless body, so you do have some decent range of motion. So I think, yeah, the arms are seamless though, so don't want to overdo it, but I think you'll get some really nice poses out of this. This is a very nice figure. This is a very beautiful figure to own. So I already have some cool poses in mind. So, but before we move further, we have to look at something else. The other cool thing about space is that there's a magnet on here that it's right around here, that D-O. So it's right about there that D-O magnetizes to. So he just sits on the base as a magnet. That's actually very, very cool. I like that they did that. And here's your backpack, which is, it's very well taken. It's got this faux leather-like material. It's actually very, very well made. Some of those accessories are so nice. I don't really want to take it out of the bag and use it, so it's just going to stay in here. Same with the cloth that is used to wrap up Luke and Leia's saber at the end of the movie. This is not something that I personally want to mess with, so we're going to leave that in there. I'm just showing it to you, but I think this should stay in here. And what we will be using in posing are her sabers. Saber that she made from cutting part of her staff off, and yellow blade, which is usually used by Jedi Sentinel or Temple Guards. Oh wait, she doesn't have yellow blade. Hers is orange. She's a new type of Jedi. You've got this amber orange, skewed orange blade. I guess this is a cap for a lightsaber when you're not using it. That's pretty much it. Let's take a look at some posing. Alright, first pose. Rey is in mid-walk. She's holding her saber, and I have her hand out like she's summoning the Force, you know, to call for something. Actually, yeah, like that last part where she calls for both sabers in the movie. I don't know, I'm making it up. But you see her companion buddy D-O is over there, and that looks ugly if you use it as a waist grabber, but it works just fine if you do it as a thigh grabber so that you can do a mid-walk. So yeah, and the lightness, this looks good from this angle. This is like okay, but better than the first three. So you have to decide for yourself, guys. Okay, I kind of like this better. I didn't really change the walking pose much, but with the arm down, with the lightsaber at the side, put down, you know, I think it's cool, man. It's like a, if Princess Leia, yeah, it's like a badass action hero Princess Leia. That's what, you know, I think they were going for, but yeah, this looks really good. Alright, you guys, this pose is a little bit hard to pull off because, as you can see, it's hard to balance her and keep the saber hand up with her Jedi training mask on. And what I didn't realize is in the box was a stand for this probe droid, this training probe, so that's kind of cool. So I have a bit of an action pose going where think in the photo we'll probably do some blaster effects. But yeah. And took off, put the lid up so you can kind of see what's going on. So yeah, kind of an interesting action pose if you have the space for it. Alright, one other thing I want to bring up is this helmet. So you have to be really careful when you're putting this helmet on, because these edges on the inside, even though there's padding, which is nice, but trying to get it around her head is very sharp, and you want to be careful that all of the side edges do not scrape the paint. And so and I'm not going to demo it because it's just too difficult, but you're going to sort of pull this out a little bit, right, which releases that, but then this allows you to put it over her head, snap that back into place, then go on the back and you clip this back in place on the back of her head, and that's how you get this thing to work. But again, if you're gonna pose her with this, that's fine. I'm just trying to say that you don't want this coming off the head too often, because these lines are so sharp on the angles. This will scratch the paint over time if you keep trying to pull on and off. So obviously I'm not going to display it this way, but there you go. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys that you have Rey holding her staff, which is kind of cool, and it's just a probe droid. So there's so many accessories and so many clothing options you can do with this, especially since they give you all the sabers as well. So yeah. Alright, I think I'm just gonna kind of like this standing her ground dynamic pose. Alright, you guys, we're gonna end on this pose. Rey, the new Jedi, looking off into the distance, holding Luke's saber, just kind of ready. This was a really fun figure to pose and take pictures and shoot video of. I'm looking forward to the new movie with her. I know a lot of people may not be, but I am. Anyway guys, in case you didn't know, hit up Rey from Hawkwarz Toyz, Facebook, eBay, TikTok, Instagram, however you want. Hawkwarz Toyz carries quite a backlog library of old figures or older figures that you can't find anymore in stock. So if you're looking for something in particular, hit them up. You're more than likely going to find it. So anyway guys, this has been a Hawkwarz Toyz presents Rey Skywalker from episode 9. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.